Opportunity to take a map, as Vans mentioned on the desk. It's the only map that they've won so far against NRG earlier this year.
Oh, buddy, we know C9 like to fight in these early rounds or on that attack side to begin with here, and Havoc barely
trying to accelerate C9. They're making the right play. They want to take extra space, get into halls. Havoc going to feel the pressure here.
Low, strong wind to blow him over. He's going to get his one, and that's it. Cloud9 are going to push straight on through. This now throws things into disarray for FURIA. You can see Heat's trying to match them on pace. He's going to be able to meet them here, but he will be outnumbered, and C9 will check for this. Heat on the angle. Oh, well, Frenzy not going to get it done for him, and now that whittles. Prize and Rafa, the former, offered a pretty nice contract here, but as he leaves his previous team 2G, they've done better since his departure, and he's got a score to settle. Net's out of the game. It's up to Mitch and Zeppy here, close to this underside now, and Prize needs to find the correct timing. He's opened up for Rafa to come on in. A 1-for-1, and Zeppa will close it out.
A strong defensive side of FURIA, who are trying to stack up just outside of the choke points.
They're playing up the site now, a bit of util for FURIA to work with, and Oxy's going to push short towards holes, and he riddles Prize and Heat full of bullet holes. Rafa can't do much else either, and it's up to Khalil.
A wider point that I want to take this opportunity to touch on is C9 have captured the early momentum of this game. It's just looking at the mental of this FURIA team, because they looked to try and find an opening on this bonus round, but you have to respect that counter util from FURIA that got them out safely from what was a very dangerous scenario.
What?
Vic just random spam into the site. C9, they need to stay within the site, not exactly a spam angle to play off of. Fault line coming through. Havoc wants to gain space off it.
Fast lane used, but Havoc gets cut down as Oxy's ready to meet him at that impasse. Mitch is stuck here, and he's going to spray and pray. Rafa's able to find yet another one. The numbers are even here. The close smokes are dissipating, and Vic needs to find this. He backs off the angle. He's going to push for more here, and Zeppa's not on the side. Rafa ends around with 3, and a very important staging ground developed now for FURIA.
I really feel that the round importance there was massive for beginning of his career in Americas last year. He had no confidence. That was his biggest fault, and now he's the guy trying to bring it for the team.
Oh, that's not a great start to another free pick for C9.
Too much to contend with.
2 Rolling Thunders in play right now, or at least on the table, so FURIA have retake util to work with, but Zeppa's waiting for them, and Rafa gets cut down. At least he's able to make it a trade. Wants to anchor, but there's Rolling Thunder in play, so Price has to have his wits about it. He's here with the paranoia now, and Oxy was hoping to capitalize. Relay ball around the corner, and Price absolutely dominated. Havoc fell soon after.
C9, they are steadfast in their positions on site. This is inevitably going to be a save. And unfortunately, Rafa, almost caught. Khalil's got his back, though.
Still going to be thrown. Prize still sat pretty on the site, still wanting to anchor, and now he's got backup from drop.
This has allowed all of FURIA to get here. As you mentioned, drop Havoc swinging back with Oxy, who's still pressed forward.
Oh my goodness, he's going to do more. He tries, slides on in. Despite the fact that FURIA had 4 players, a fast 8 hit. There's going to be a wrap coming pretty quickly, though. Net has to be aware of this now as he tries to slip away.
Oxy's trying to get through tree, has to go whoa with the shorty. He gets the first at the very least.
Okay, finds his 1-for-1. Now tree control over to Cloud9, but quickly, FURIA nipping at their heels now. The Jaguars are hunting for them, but that's ready to throw down on Rubble. It's a trade. Vic gets to upper. Cloud9 know yet again, now that there's players behind them, they need to push off this site into the enemy spawn side. The Nightfall comes in, and Vic wins a very important duel.
Oh, beautiful Armageddon as well. That's just going to force Havoc out the way. Vic is trying to make that rotate towards stairs.
They have no control. Havoc has to fight his way into the map, and Vic says no. Another push through, another frag taken. And Prize, great anchoring in the last round. Stayed alive, that was the most important part, but now he needs to do more than that. He needs to mow Cloud9 down. Mitch is in drop, he finds it. And there's the trade, Zeppa gets in. Cloud9 are up to 5. FURIA aren't fooled this time. Oxy couldn't sell it on the A side, but perhaps here at C he can be more convincing. Well, Havoc there is going to apply the Socratic method straight to his dome as Oxy falls and Rafa tries to make his way to waterfall. Here's Havoc! He is hungry! And he sees Zeppa is paranoid. There's a player very close to them. But Havoc's able to get spacing back away. Cloud9 don't want to commit until now. Oxy comes out, Paranoid connects. He's found Net. Rough game for him so far as Havoc wants to push up now. Oh, buddy, out of nowhere. He gets leapt upon. Rafa falls Khalil out of the game. Okay, Prize is trying to see what he can dig up here, but he's a long way from the action.
What an impact kill for the IGL Mitch to claim at the tail end of that fight. Frustratingly putting Prize in this clutch situation.
Can he do it? Mitch is the only one watching this direction. He had the right angle, but he didn't expect a second. Oh, but they still got what they wanted.
This time we've adjusted to the A fight. Oxy crossing early.
Oh, buddy, it's just too telegraphed. Oxy is ready for it. They fought Rubble so many times against MIBR, and they threw themselves at it over and over again. Still players here, but losing Rafa towards A. Like, what's Havoc supposed to do here now?
That's just random spam. What does Havoc have to do? He has to stay here, fight, and get 3 kills is what he's going to have to do.
Very
That's what he
cool.
wants to do. A casual 3K needs to come up.
No. He crossed. He was going to be lit by the neural theft. He's able to get out. There was also a backstab in progress, and that gets spotted out by the Cypher. Oh, the slide's pretty slick, but there's Havoc. He got 2. Not bad.
Yeah, they'll take it. And hey, he basically counts for 2 players right now with the ultimate, so we'll chalk it up to a 2.5 versus 3 on this retake.
It works differently now. Not dead yet, though. We'll see if that actually is a factor. He had the chance to make use of it the previous round and chose not to. Out through stairs. Player at rubble. Mitch is hearing all of this. He does not seem to care, and he runs straight into it. Prize, yeah, tough one. Vic here.
Really intelligent.
That is very far forward on the B side as well, Wyatt. He is going to see any push up. This might be a swing over towards the side, but again, from the same spot, Havoc is able to find one. Cloud9 might consider baby door now, but they're going to get through Rafa to do that. Havoc's down. That's the A player.
That's tragic. Elsewhere just spamming through, toggling the door. And in the meantime, do C9, do they want to try and prod towards B, put Rafa in an uncomfortable situation, playing baby door alone.
Close fault line, challenge. Mitch takes it, wins it out, but Prize comes through the door. Okay, Vic goes down, but Rafa is cleared, so baby door is open and Cloud9 are on this B side. Guns are better for the attackers, but here comes a Prowler to try and spot things out.
Oh, great haunt. That's going to get some information. Oh, well, at least they don't know it's close. As Prize now sending through the Prowler, trying to give Heat an opening, who does just have that stinger. Both chokes smoked off at the moment, so he can get up close with the close range weapon.
Oh, buddy. You've got to get up early in the morning if you want to beat Oxy at that kind of game. Now it's up to Prize. No util to speak of. Very little time, spotted out now by the cam. And he knows retribution will be forthcoming. Cloud9 have no reason to overcook here, and Net will complete another solid attacks fall here, and it does force C9 away.
Shadows traveling.
But honestly, they've been able to sort of insist on maintaining course towards the A side, but okay, Khalil's is going to take that one for free. What's the play? Thunder on towards the A side, but there are no entrenched defenders. Cloud9 don't know this, so they're going to push off of it anyway. Prize finds one. That's Mitch is crossing past him. Zeba's going to be able to make the trade, but it might be enough as Havoc now is going to come in with that ultimate. Ooh, it's ugly. Zeba cleans him up with a shorty now. Khalil might consider going through this smoke with the Armageddon in play. Rafa's going to get there, but Vic almost had 3. What a bizarre
He wants to fight, but denied by the flash.
Okay, gonna back up into the smoke here, and then elect to jump back in because Mitch is saying go, go, go. Havoc goes pretty low behind the rubble. He was gonna be Oxy falling. Interesting. Khalil gets offered up as a sacrifice to Krakatoa, apparently. FURIA, their prayers for strength are answered at least. As Vic and Ned have to make things happen. Ned bursts out of baby door and finds one, but that's not gonna be enough.
C9 really overcommitted to that fight, in my opinion, forcing things too much, and they've left Vic, one of the rookies to VCT in a 1 versus 3 this year. Great shoulder pick. Still spot out for one. Good paranoia. No,
Vic! He's found 2. Prize cowering inside tree, salvages it. As the FURIA ship was
relatively dangerous for FURIA. Not going to get ahead of myself, but Vic, little damage on the Havoc.
He's going for it. He's going to run into a wall of players, and it doesn't matter. He cuts a bloody swathe through them anyway. Vic not just the one, but it's short-lived. This is tenure in halls. It's cut short.
1 or 2 more kills here.
They've got the bridge util. Also, Bulldog there. Probably too far to collect that. Oh my goodness, it's audacious. Okay. Well, Net takes.
They want to just try to take this early fight and slam any players that are in choke. Yeah, Vic under the pressure of the vault line.
Okay, well,
okay,
karma.
you are joking.
Karma again.
Does Vic want to do? Now, listen, you do still have that Breach Tejo combo. Vic is going to get pushed. Oh, gets the first.
Their nerve broke. They didn't multi-challenge this. Vic had backup in fairness. 3 players in halls now for Cloud9, and they're thinking about going for the jugular. Khalil sees him. Zephyr wraps around the smoke and gets his. And there's no waterfall presence here for Cloud9, but still 3 players, 3 rifles to work with, and they're pushing up onto the site itself. Prize in a pretty obvious location, but he's able to find a key kill there. It's only the Clove left. 1 versus 2. Cloud9 have some time, so they go for the double swing, and Heat is frazzled, frustrated, and thwarted.
That is so close for Heat. That is, unfortunately, a look on his face that...
Silver linings, though. It was a pretty costly round for Cloud9. And now their buy looks far less convincing. That fault line is not... Oh, there's Havoc, guys.
Oh my God!
Twinkle Toes out there on Mount. Net is waiting, but there's two angles that they could be coming from, and there's no help in upper yet. That smoke will dissipate, and Zephyr can now get involved in the game, and Havoc finds his third. How did Cloud9 get out of this? It's just Net.
They haven't given him anything. He's just been praying that someone is going to walk around the corner at any given point, and then he feels like, well, I got to make something happen myself, and he's going over towards Rubble with ease, and they have Heat just making sure that no one over on C9 to push up. Oh, wait. They just spot Oxy around the corner.
Hero Guardian. The other players to come out of B side here, at least get a crossfire set up.
Mitch does have a full util kit on the breach. They have tools to get back in.
Okay, Oxy spotted. Okay, Guardian down straight away. Haven't caught out by the fault line here, and there's an aftershock coming through. He's able to sidestep it. But Cloud9 gearing up for this push. Another Paranoia comes in, counter from the side of FURIA. Looks like it caught on Khalil. Is able to find two from Pit. Net is the benefactor. The newest installment of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Guardian. But he has nothing to do with here, Wyatt. It'll be a hold on to the weapon and go next.
Player standing.
Havoc having a lot of confidence there, and Khalil to lock things down for him, holding it from...
Could catch Havoc out here. It's dangerous. He's got to get clear of that. He's got time. Gets up over towards the site. Now ready to go with the ultimate, but Net has pure stopping power. Hits him like a Mack truck. Mitch is out of the game though, so that brings util now no longer on the table for the defenders, but time is running short. FURIA have to make the plant, and it's punished. Still, Spike is deployed, but Tony Khalil to be the steward of it. Then he's found himself 3 for the round. Oxy had that ultimate ready. Khalil trying to play safe, but nobody is safe from the young thud.
But trying to hit a headshot like that when the Neon is at max speed with the ult is so difficult. Oxy walking, there it is.
They're not clearing stairs. They send a prowler towards tree, but they don't know that Mitch is right by them. With a full suite of util, but Oxy just gets absolutely booked.
Face your fear!
Zephyr gonna try and stay silent here, but well, this is gonna reveal it. He will only hear silence now as the prowler also confirms his position in upper. Havoc needs to diligently check here, but Zephyr wins it out. It's a trade.
I can't even believe he got one, but ultimately irrelevant as Khalil just shut, taking slow control of A, completely cutting noise and contacting up.
The controls are playing a different game over at C, but in the meantime, Havoc again finds the entry on Oxy. 2 rounds in a row, he gets out cleanly.
Now they proc that door, no noise made. Obviously Mitch not going to take any kind of peek with that shorty.
Is Net about to get some action? Well, not the kind he was hoping for, I suspect. Again, a weak goodbye for C9, but this is FURIA on the precipice of tying the game up.
That was well done by FURIA, just reading the situation, understanding that they could go for a B pivot there, trying to drag players towards A, and then it forces Net into this situation where obviously he can't face anyone at Baby Door. He's got to go for the swing, and Heat on the lurk playing this Clove was ready for him.
The only rifle in the round carried by a blackened and blue bleeding Vic.
Look, obviously Clove is not a Sentinel, it's a controller in fact, but you know, the way that Heat is playing the Clove, a lot of lurking. He said that this is a role that he feels really comfortable in. He loves to be on the lurk. He's enjoying being a Sentinel player for this team.
The temptation for Vic must be extreme.
In the vicinity.
Are they going to dive B here? Okay, no. Going to commit to the side. It's going to be at least Havoc going for it now, but it's just him. See what he can dig up. It's going to be Net. Take him down. Here comes the Rolling Thunder now. A number of FURIA players are committed. They're vulnerable. And Oxy looks to capitalize. Gets ahead of the side, but Khalil stands his ground and eventually falls. Finally, a player advantage in around Cloud9. They've got guns to get it done with, but Heat's back in the game and Oxy's down. All of a sudden, FURIA with all the cards to play.
There's no way that he should be getting a kill here. Oh my god! He catches the timing of the teleport. That is mental. C9 should have had this round locked up. And now it's all on Zephyr, who's wrapped back to B main. Do they expect this position? He should be good for 1 free kill.
Zephyr has ultimate off the back of his kill. Is there an opportunity to make use of it? He knows he has some time, but this gives moments for FURIA to disperse, hit him from different angles. It feels all but impossible. Zephyr having to go for a 4K to salvage this round for C9. This round is worth everything. The most important in the game thus far, and geez, that medal is scary. Zephyr still pushed up despite the fact he was decayed down, but here comes that util. Rafa biding his time. You know he's going to get involved from upper in just a moment, but he doesn't need the help. A sick round from... Cam spots all of this action now, so the players from C9 being drawn across towards Baby Door, and he wants this action. Teasing Cloud9 to try and challenge him, and he makes short work of them. Bloody smears on the ground for 3 of the defenders. Vic and Zephyr huddling for warmth here, as I feel a cold win is about to set in.
We are finally seeing some 2024 Heat in the server. It has been a minute. This is the heat that rejuvenated his career on crew when he made the role swap in 2024. He has been mostly absent for FURIA, trying to find his place in this team and in the league again.
Come here.
But damn, he looks good right now.
He's about to get another one. Make it 4 for Heat. Man, back-to-back insane.
And playing forward over towards that A side. They've completely vacated B. It's just one passive info trip to know if anyone is going to second.
Oh,
He just can't stop Havoc. He is getting...
Situation now says a plant about to go down. It's a little risky here for FURIA, but the plant is secured. And now potential map win on the line. Heat doesn't even need to shoot there, but it's going to be Mitch that takes him out. Vic and Mitch to rely on now for Cloud9. And they need to find a way in. They give it a tap. This is going to draw Havoc forward. Khalil's going to be there to play off that smoke, and Havoc just walks up proud as a peacock, and it is shut down. Mitch for 3. Ruffer with 2 health has to make it work. Cloud9 at the death
type moment. And also, one orb, he'll have that ult.
Heat here wants to play around the smoke. Oxy finally gets one to start the round. Had to use the ultimate for him, but he'll take it. Awkward here for Khalil. He knows he's about to be left upon, and that's 2 now. Oxy locked in.
Line, FURIA are congested in the site.
Here's the rolling thunder to play off of now. FURIA are mad. They don't want to close this out. Prize finds Mitchell. They want to push but Paranoia catches out the fade. Still Nightfall deployed. And that's a confirmation of multiple players lurking on the other side of the masonry.
What a bold choice from FURIA. Stuck in this site, let's try to get out and take the fight to them with that rolling thunder. That is confident, and I like it.
They can plant. Ned had to get so far off the site because he had to confirm a switch over towards B, but Prize goes down. Player advantage now for but it doesn't pay off. Havoc with an op, it's awkward here on the site. He'd be the one to rely on if anybody. Flick doesn't connect. Ruffer goes down and Havoc had too much to do. We're going overtime, baby. Cloud9 refuse to allow FURIA away into this series.
Oh, wow, multiplayer push into Waterfall. This is not something C9 have tried yet.
Planted.
Can Prize hold his nerve? He's got with util in his hands.
I love that.
He's holding the Magic 8 ball with 3 guns pointed at him. Not where you want to be. So now with 4 players, FURIA have to make this work. They do have a breach flash and a paranoia. Here's a fast lane, and fancy footwork won't save Havoc. Ned's finally able to clip his wings. And the rest of FURIA serve themselves up to the meat grinder.
Fully engagement.
We're going for it, okay. Look at an old-fashioned rubble fight. Here's Havoc pushing through. What a ping, though, off the horn. It only results in a trade. But Khalil's able to get forward now, sends a pack 2. Nothing to do but to do it. He moves up, smoked in his way, and he wants to go for this. Oh, he catches him though again, doesn't check. Top box, and there goes Net. Mitch and Zeppa now, 2 versus 3. They want to try and double up here if they can, and that's Mitch for 3. Can he get away with this? Oh, he's done it, developed. He's going to let it go. Oh, Ruffer not ready. Prize, he doesn't know where he is. Prize can save this for FURIA. He needs to stop this defuse. Mitch knows he's there, but time is short now, and Prize is going to try and take the challenge. He wins it out. Life still in the veins. Fault line to prevent any reprisal. Havoc spending most of the round disoriented. Oh, clean from Vic. That is dirty. That is into the B side, folks.
Mitch flashed. There was no real committal towards B. They're pivoting back towards A. FURIA have read this. They're stacked up.
This is what the players are. FURIA want this, but Oxy's going to want the fight even more. Heat stops Oxy in his tracks, but there's so much more to do. And Khalil, yeah, has a loose end. He's too far possible
right now.
Mitch has built another Rolling Thunder and another overtime round, by the way. No big deal.
Okay, that's good. This is going to be tough for Khalil.
Yeah,
that's all
tricky.
I'm going to say.
Vic puts in the bed, and here we go. Cloud deployed. Keeping FURIA in their half of the map a minute into the round.
FURIA have not loved going for these.
Oh, he's done it again!
I mean, come on!
He's done it again! To Oxy, of course!
How is it getting away with this every time? The reactions
Look
for
at
those shots are so absurd.
And Vic doesn't know what's about to hit him here. He doesn't know how deep into B FURIA are right now. Here's the horn. Vic's able to find one. He needed more, desperately needed more. And Net was on the C side, not ready for the push out from B. All right, Cloud9, what have you got left? It's Zeppa and Mitch, the initiators.
One enemy.
But he plucks one from their midst. That is brutal.
Cosmetic.
Yeah,
Cosmetic.
Both teams have converted these rounds. I've not even done a whole lot. Here comes Havoc. Here's the push out.
Vic is actually... Havoc shut down by the double face. And there was a dark cover thrown by Vic over towards A, which has drawn the attention of a couple FURIA players. So at 30 seconds, it's now C9 pivoting into C. It's all on Heat.
He is ready for an Oxy, whips around. Oh, and man, that is deadly. Prize goes down. The last layer of defense on this side. Gap in the smoke just allows Zeppa to deal with Ruffer. See what he can dig up here. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, they say. But Khalil sees a firing squad lined up and he knows where his bread is buttered, folks. Not too shabby for two. Oh my God, Khalil! No! Zeb's able to bring him down. Cloud9 escape from that round 29, but this...
Now to close this game out.
He has declared, render unto me the boomstick. And lo, I shall deliver! That's Khalil down early, finally! A defensive first kill in for Cloud9, and this is looking ugly now for FURIA. Mitch peers out from tree. And boy, Havoc out of the game now. Doubt surely creeping in. Fatigue, absolutely. They've got no choice but to go for it. Standard deliver, Roxy does so! Still, Spike going down, Rafa doesn't have any opportunity, he's stuck over towards stairs, and that is that, folks! We are indeed, Legion. Mitch backing away here. Oh God, Havoc wants to take this fight, and Minerva, Mitch breaks, also his clip runs out. Victo's gonna be able to trade things back out here, and Cloud9 are not messing around. Khalil, who almost gave us the most ridiculous clutch on that previous map, now has to do it again. Just as unlikely circumstances, and he gives us a little more than we expect.
He's given Prize a real opportunity. Can he catch this timing?
Actually, though, yeah, down. A clean one-on-one. Spike and man, and it pays off. Plan is going to be over on the A side. Zephyr aware of that now. Shows himself and wins it out. Bro, you really got to believe if you're going to stick on that side like that.
Zeppa was very patient, and it pays off for him. Catches an easy kill, and a weak Prize making the cross. Yet they are still playing for the champion points too.
Round 2 outlaw for Roxy, so a very cost-effective way to control the B side of the map in its entirety. Oh, well, that's a quick round for Rafa. Back to Lumbridge with you, sir. Havoc on that corner. Man, it's been a series for him. An important frag to plant. Net is going to bide his time. He's really not in position. Needs his tower player to have control of that part of the map. Flash in! Havoc still gets his one. Yeah, unlikely as it may seem. He makes a trade of it. Oxy was able to find, though, that pick on Khalil, and now FURIA grouped up in Hall.
Both backside, they do have that Judge in Halls. Like that could be enough if C9 try to over-push onto them.
It's a little ambitious.
Last player standing.
Okay. Prize is dealt with. And there is heat. No glory with the Judge. So Cloud9 convert there and take the Outlaw in the next.
Could have been dangerous for but a moment because of Havoc.
The escape mechanisms you mentioned, Cloud9 can use that Outlaw for chip damage. Flash is going to slow things up here for FURIA. They wanted to get in, but Zeppa wants to take the fight. Havoc's already down. FURIA had to go for it. 20 seconds left in the round. Time is of the essence. FURIA know it, but there's not a lot they can do.
Stealth drone coming in and broken.
Havoc's on the side, dashing in the cloud burst there. Just gets a little bit scary. Armageddon Mitch has got nowhere to go, folks. Caught inside the grab well. And the end comes for us all. Prize able to find one, but Vic fighting like a hellion on the side. What an ace out of nowhere, Vic.
Is such an underrated star in the Americas scene.
Man, coiled like a viper on that side and then struck right in the heart of FURIA.
And the bleeding doesn't stop there. Khalil shut down, was trying to prod towards B, and now FURIA hit into A.
Oh God, Havoc's trying to find something, anything if he can, but unfortunately his confidence isn't backed up.
And they've
by
just had the entire C9 team waiting for them there. These unique setups, the trips from net are really cheeky. They didn't even really need to come into play in this instance, as FURIA were just denied at the choke, and Zappa carefully.
0-2 on Ascent. They've lost their only game on Fracture. And honestly, they're just not seeing nearly enough from them here, and frankly, Cloud9 are reading him.
This is pretty cool. They have Zeppa playing off net with the cam here, who's trying to push through the Nebula, take the fight to them and catches Prize, who's over eager to take that spec. Doesn't see anyone close. Zeppa's still got sewer covered, has a dimensional. Yeah, he can just teleport rather over to B. This
Rafa has a 0 point there. He can throw that holes, at least get something. There's no information there for FURIA.
C9 are everywhere. They are everywhere.
They're in the walls. Khalil into the cyber cage, just a messy fight. He's got to take it. Time to throw caution to the winds, lest you let them blow you away. Having chucked low, still no plant by the way. Khalil, what a fight to take, and he finds himself 3.
Oh my God, and that actually gets him the Cosmic Divide, puts Zeppa in a really uncomfortable situation.
I like the swing location here. No, Havoc falls. Zeppa does not have information. He got a glimpse of Khalil. He saw him. Khalil's going to step up, and Zeppa's going to take a different swing. Does he get a cue, an indication, sound, anything? He doesn't need it! Oh, he doesn't need it!
no!
8 and 0, Zeppa. Luscious locks and devious licks. Takes Cloud9 up to 6.
Just playing at the screen with the AWP. Does he want to actually press forward? It looks like he does. He's going to catch Khalil. And enjoy hitting the site with no smokes now as well.
Okay, null command comes in and tries he might. Havoc cannot derive any edge. Rafa just a screaming heat there at the start of the round. And this is not a fair fight, folks. It's not. It's an extinction event.
One enemy remaining. 30.
And he's the only player left who is yet to get on the board this game.
He's been trying to catch a lot of timings going for flanks heat, and they've simply not paid off. And it's as you mentioned, they just have nothing to get the operator off of these lines. Oxy is just doing whatever he wants. Oh my god. Okay, well, he gets his first and board. We'll take that, but
Of course, still stellar over this series. A clutch that almost won out the game Lotus prematurely. Here's Havoc again. They're like always good for one. Is okay, Mitch, the same spot again.
oh no, Mitch, no! All right, he's got to stop. That's just not his angle.
Okay.
It's not. This flank could be coming in from heat, but he's already circled past him into the site. The map is quite chaotic right now, as Oxy is pushed up all the way B main with Vic, and so
Their post plant setup's kind of wrecked here with the
yeah, where do they go, man? Where do they
Bastards
go?
Spike down.
out
B.
into the open. Every
enemy
part of them
Oh.
being exposed, and Oxy is taking liberties.
I'm turning two-dimensional. I'm becoming flattened.
Paper Mario, like what is?
30 seconds.
Rafa has a spike to hand here, Wyatt, but it is looking grim. This whole map has been a stinker. And Zeppa gets us out of that round. Quick smart. The Astra Star there could be a problem. Another 0-point refresh. This should be all FURIA need to know, and they still want to go for it. Arclow's got cleared, and there's Rafa. Burst into action. Big down. Blade Storm out for Roxy. They're looking a little blunt here. So FURIA with some momentum. Zeppa's now got in position over on the side, avoiding the Hunter's Fury. He
Mitch.
also picked off.
Oh, wow, he's actually just going to pop that dimensional drift. Mitch still has that recon to play with as well as FURIA get in here. Can maybe get a spam kill through the smoke. Here it comes. Prize trying to get the spike planted on default, and he's lit. Oh, beautiful.
Shoot the darts! That's what Scan Util offers you. Still a plants there for FURIA. I mean, Khalil not really in a position to intervene directly.
Oh, Havoc crosses and he takes some damage there as well as C9 are doubled up. Neural theft popped.
More information. Now, it's a matter of time. Khalil just couldn't deal with Net on the swing, and here is a tap already. Net tapping to challenge Havoc. They got it to half, and they'll clean him up. Maybe the closest that FURIA have gotten on this attack side. Okay. Should be a push-up here pretty close for Roxy. Slightly awkward, but hey, he's good for it. Havoc just smashed both duelists here on the B side.
Oh my god. I mean, Ed Zeppa is teleported over. There's 30 seconds, guys.
I think they're
in trouble. Yeah. C9, they have more players than you on this site and your scan.
Wow.
So,
Scan Util pretty good in the game of Valorant. Prize here tucked in this corner. Okay. Cosmic Divine gonna be popped here.
Player standing.
It's gonna be a trade. It's gonna be after Rafa. Okay, he's at least able to throw a fragment to delay. An early defuse. But now reposition, try and flash himself through. Little shoulder peek revealed his position though. And he can't hear the spike defuse, so we can only guess at this stage. And Oxy just, well, eliminates the guesswork for him. That is 10 rounds in a row for Cloud9. FURIA, they're barely here, folks.
need to flank around. They've got the info. They'll be ready.
Okay. Cosmic Divide now deployed by Khalil. Nat has to step up with very little information and doesn't feel like he can wait for the players to come from that A main side. Gonna get busy. Mitch with the operator deals with Khalil, and in your face, Zeppa gets. It's gonna be a 1-for-1. 3 left here for FURIA now. Cloud9 starting to accelerate. Rafa on the other side of that wall. Will be sat on the site. Eventually, Vic's gonna test him, and he wins it out. 20 health in a dream. Oxy getting it to half now, and surely of all rounds, FURIA would get there. But Cloud9, oh God, what a difference this has been between those two maps.
Oh my god, C9 there just stacked up in this smoke, ready to take a fight to them. But Khalil, he actually finds that first. Zeppa couldn't teleport away. He's been suppressed.
Flash comes in. Zeppa has the tuck, but can't win it out.
They've
and
done
here
it.
it is. They've done it.
They've done it, folks. They've done it. There's no 13-0. Well, hold on. Let's make sure they do it for real. Let's pause for a second.
Nobody wins 12 rounds in a row against us.
Player standing.
It's up to Roxy. A casual 13 and 5 for the map. He will allow this round to pass. And then but I don't think Cloud9 have been shocked by anything they've seen from FURIA this game yet. And they're ahead of this util. Oh, they're so far ahead of it. Lambs to the slaughter. Yet another extinction event plays out right before your very eyes. Did he just double his frags for the game?
Mitch, the only C9 player having a tough time in this game. Poor God, man. I need one Mitch highlight on round 14 before we're out of here.
Did Havoc just pause before shooting Oxy to really savor that moment? Behave. Behave! Three.
Track, which I do appreciate for this moment.
River runs in spring, is that what it was? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
And net immediate entry, and Raph is away, and now Oxy going to dash in with the judge. Oh no, no heat.
Oxy really forcing it. The issue there, he still gets his. It doesn't have to be clean or pretty for Cloud9. It just has to get the job done. And Khalil has been in this situation for the umpteenth time in this game, and it never feels any better, folks. An utter demolishment there of FURIA.